Photograph this world famous icon at the new home right here in Sydney.